Thank you, and welcome to the show, Staying Super with SimplySuperDave. It is Monday, and I am just like Garfield. I hate Mondays, and I love lasagna. I really do. I love lasagna. I really do. I love anything Italian, actually, anything pasta, a little shrimp added to it. I don't care what it is. It's in so many different forms. It all really kind of tastes like magic in your mouth. Sorry, hungry a little bit. But it is Monday, mid-afternoon. Well, actually a little after 1 o'clock my time. But it is that midday hour. And it is cold and wet here in the great state of Louisiana. And it is December 19th. So we are less than a week away from Christmas. So I hope all you folks are out there running around getting your shopping done and getting some food from the grocery stores for that big Christmas meal that you're going to have later on this week. And I really hope everybody has a safe travels on the road. Be careful out there. Pay attention. Know where you're going. That is probably one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate getting on the road and getting behind someone that just doesn't know where the fuck they're going. It's like they slow down. You're going slower than the speed limit. You turn on the blinker. No, change your mind. You turn off the blinker. It's like, get a clue. You know what? My advice is, if you don't know where the fuck you're going, don't get on the road. Stay in the parking lot, stay in the driveway, wherever, get your shit together, and then get out on the road. Because once you're out there, especially this time of the year, it's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome out there on the roads, folks. I'm telling you, you got to watch out. A little road rage and everybody just breaming at the top, bubbling like eggnog. Anyway, it is our first Monday episode of the podcast, and so I'm trying to kind of come up with an idea of what topics to do during the week. Over the weekend was when we launched the podcast. Oh my God, just want to say thank you to you wonderful handful of people out there that have listened to the episodes, and we're almost at 50 plays so far, and in just a few days. I have to subscribe to find out who's following and all that kind of stuff, so I don't have access to those details yet, but I can tell you how many times the podcast has been played, and hopefully we'll break that 50 mark today with this release of this episode. So thank you so much. I just want you to know that it means the world to me. I just was hoping to get, one listen a day, much less. I think Saturday, yesterday we got 20 listens. That is so awesome. And like I said before, thank you so very much. If I knew who you were, I would thank you individually probably. But since I don't, and you know who you are, thank you. It means so much to me. The clapping at the beginning is one of the sound effects that is on the app. There's several, actually. Here's one. So if I ever said anything I thought was, something you would cheer on, I can always just do this. Oh, yeah. Or if I said something funny, I guess that's the funny one. And then we already heard the cheer part, and there's a gun bang and a snap and an alarm. But other than that, I really don't think there's anything really appropriate I can use. But I did like the cheer in. Feels like a TV show kind of thing, like there's an audience here with me, which there is not. So anyway, there's really no specific topic on the brain I have right now besides pet peeve driving. Please follow me on Twitter. That is going to be the interactive platform you want to be on to interact with the podcast. And what I mean by that is simply tag me in a tweet and ask me a question, give me a topic to do in a future podcast, and I will certainly do that. I really will. These episodes are only 15 minutes long, so you're not exactly, spending an hour listening to me. So like you would in the stream one that I used to do. And by the way, folks, we are now, besides on Spotify and iHeartRadio and a few other podcasting platforms, we are also on YouTube. So if you have YouTube and you're already subscribed to me there, then you have access to all the podcasts. If you're not, I would suggest YouTube probably be the biggest platform to follow me on. And I say that because if you're very interested in what I got to say, I have many more stories that are involved with me playing streams of Fortnite. I know that sounds silly, a 48-year-old man playing Fortnite. But I love video games, have been playing them since Atari. And even before Atari, there used to be these little handheld console things that were horrible. But anyway, been a gamer my whole life, so I still love playing video games. Fortnite has a pretty awesome community of people that I've come across that have become very good friends and have inspired me to do this podcast to begin with. So it's been a journey to getting to this point, and I think this is probably the best format for me. We do have possibility, definitely once I sign up for a program, that I can do some live podcast. Not only that, but I do plan on bringing people on and interviewing them somehow. I have to figure that all out. Like I said, there is so much for me to learn. Right now, I'm just getting, just trying to gather some people together to talk to. And so far, the handful of people that have, I really do so much appreciate it. It means a lot to me, especially coming from a recluse who didn't think anybody would listen anyway. To have actual people listening means a lot. Hopefully we can do something with this. And as far as like funding and all that goes, because obviously I'm poor as shit, I'll think about maybe putting something out there through a Cash App, and we'll start funding the podcast. And that way we can do some things and upgrade it and actually, I don't know. That's just it. I don't know. I won't know until I try, but I just don't have the money for that. So we'll discuss that down the road. Right now we're just doing a trial run to the end of the year, see how I really like it, and then next month maybe upgrade and really go after this. Right now we're just testing the waters. So for anybody that's tuning in, again, a big, wonderful thank you on this shitty Monday. Like I said, I hate Mondays. I'm like Garfield. But anyway, if you had to pick one day of the week, though, I love that I hate Mondays. You have to have that day of the week that you just don't like, that don't fit in with the rest of them. Monday seems to be the best day to just throw it all on. You know, you spread it out over Tuesday like a little bit of mayonnaise on bread. You know, it's a little thick on one side, ease it out all the way through Wednesday. Once you hit Wednesday, it's the hump day, and then you're just getting that much closer to Friday. Thursday takes forever. And sometimes Friday afternoons do, too. Just depends what you do for a living and what's going on in your life. But anyway, like I said, this is the week before Christmas, though. So it's all kinds of crazy out there on the road. So be careful. Not only that, but you got all these wonderful Christmas TV shows on. I think Home Alone's playing right now in the house myself. The dogs just love that. And Home Alone is a great Christmas classic. And while we're on the subject, I don't care what Bruce Willis said at his own roast. I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. I stand firm and hard on it. If it ain't Christmas until I see Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi building, it's just a part of life, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I'm just having a little fun here. I might do another podcast later if I have something really relevant on my mind, but right now I just want to touch base with everybody, really just say thank you all. And I promise the more you interact, I'm pretty sure you'll love the podcast even more. So definitely follow me on Twitter. Give me some topics. Give me something to talk about, you know. I don't care about being serious or not. It can be goofy. If you want to hear a movie review, hey, what about this movie? What do you think about it? If it's a movie that clicks with me, no, I'm definitely going to probably go off on it and give you my full, honest review about it. It's just what I did. Like I said, I associate with Quentin Tarantino because he comes from a video store. And if you've ever worked in a video store, you have, when you get 2 free rentals a night, you watch everything that you can. Even movies that I would not prefer to watch this day, but also at that time, there wasn't that many movies that came out in a year. Like today, there's so many damn movies I can't even count. It's insane. So it's impossible, really, to keep up with anything classic today because it really has to stand out above all the rest. But back in the day, movies were cherished and enjoyed. And way back in the day, that's the reason why people say those were the best movies of all time, because that was the only movie that was playing at the fucking theater at that time for 6 months. And I mean, the evolution of the entertainment industry is amazing to me, and I've always wanted to be a big part of it. And I remember when I went to college and I was going to get into doing film, and everything went digital, and it pissed me off. It really did. I hate the fact that you couldn't go to an editing room, that you could actually do it in your bedroom. You know, it's like a cheat to me almost, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But I am definitely trying to take advantage of it now. I think that's why I enjoy doing TikTok. Follow me on TikTok if you want to hear a humorous side of me and just the fun side of things. Fortnite highlights and all kinds of stuff, then follow me on TikTok, definitely. I will continue to be doing that. Those are my two big platforms, is Twitter, TikTok, and now whatever platform you're listening to me on now. I'm basically a podcast whore. I just want to be on everybody's street corners so you can hear me. Oh my gosh. But seriously, that's my whole point of the podcast, is I want people to think. I want people to question everything. So when I do talk about serious topics, one thing you need to understand from me, and you need to hear from me very loud and clear, is that I endorse diversity. And what I mean by that is that I do not think that everybody is going to agree with me, nor do I think that you should. I think you should question me. I think you should sit there for 30 minutes and think about what I said that inspired you to look into this subject, that made you dig deeper. Not only did you dig, but you stopped listening to everything and actually put thought into it. Like, really try to figure it out without listening to someone else figuring it out for you through a YouTube video or whatever you look it up to. Yeah. I'm just saying, I want people to really seriously think about some of the topics I talk about, because I try to look at it, and if it's something I think is different than people hear on a daily basis, that's what I'm going to say, because I believe that's what we need to hear, is different ideas out there. Even if it's not the best idea, maybe it can inspire whatever idea you have and add on to it, and next thing you know, it's that little piece of the puzzle that you're looking for that makes the whole idea work. And when you listen to other people, you usually can find solutions to your problems that you couldn't figure out by yourself. And if I can touch one person and get them to do that, then this whole podcast was successful. If I can reach more than that, then I consider that blessings. I was always told that if you have a story to share that you feel like people can learn from, go ahead and testify. There's that word, that religious word again. But I also love wrestling, so I think of Devon Dudley, testify. Yes, through the tables, baby, through the tables. I am a different, strange kind of cat. I have interest in so many different... I love opera music. I love country music. I was born and raised through rap. Not born through, raised through rap. Whenever I was allowed to not hear church music anymore, rap and hip-hop was what I listened to for probably a good 10 years before I even started really getting into rock. But up to that, I was pretty sheltered, and I only heard church music and country gospel being raised. Unless I was with one of my cool uncles or my dad or mom, and then they would be around a bonfire and listening to, of course, what 98 Rocks plays on the daily. Or any classic rock station for that matter. I don't know what your classic rock station is, but the radio stations today are just jokes, in my opinion. Oh, so much to talk about it. It's only Monday. Maybe I'll draw up another one later on today. Remember, folks, love and laughter conquer hate and fear. So go be a conqueror. Don't be a victim. Have a great Monday, everybody.